So if we look under here, you guys can see that there's little like holes. I don't remember. I'll tell you guys exactly where it's at when I take it off, but in one of these holes, it might be like the second or third one from each side. There's little metal clips on top that pretty much hold this in place. What you want to do, like I said, I really like that it came with all the stuff you need. So it comes with two little like pick type thingies. You're gonna get both of those at the same time, put them in the spot, get the clip and pull it down. When you pull both clips down at the same time, the cluster will actually just come off, and then all you have to really do is swing it forward kind of like this, and then pick up the back and it'll come out. Let me go ahead and do it and show you guys exactly like while I'm doing it. I think it'll be a lot easier like that. So let me just go ahead and set up the tripod real quick. All right guys, so if you grab both picks, just kind of go ahead and put the pick inside and try to find the clip. Like you guys can see, I already got this one. Now I need to go ahead and find the second one. So I got the second one. Now just go ahead and pull both down at the same time. And as you guys can see, the cluster comes forward. Now just to give you guys a closer look, it's about the third hole up. If you go ahead and pull it down, it's about the third hole up. You can go up and grab the clip like this. So yeah, the third one on each side. So that's kind of where you want to put the picks, and then just pull it down. And then let me put it back on the tripod real quick and show you guys how to slide it out. By the way, you probably want to get a towel or something and put right here so you don't scratch anything. You can put it over like the steering column and maybe like the bottom part of the cluster. That way you don't get anything scratched. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the tripod real quick and show you guys how I slide the whole cluster out. All right guys, so now that you have the towel laid down, you just want to grab the cluster, pull it down as much as you can. Now grab the like far side of the cluster and pick it up because it has like some hooks. Pick it up and then you can slide part of it out. You want to slide the right side out because the connector is over here. So just go ahead and play with it a little bit and then get it somewhat like this. Alright, so if you guys can see up here, this is the connection that we're going to want to disconnect. So there's like this little clip right here. You want to push this in and then pull the whole connector out. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. Just want to be careful that you don't like pull one of the wires off of where it goes. Alright guys, sorry for the weird angle, but so this is the connector that we just disconnected, right? So if you guys see this little clip right here, you guys want to grab the little flathead that comes in the package, pick up this little clip and slide out these connectors like so. This thing will slide out. Now what you want to do is grab the actual harness that came with the box, which is going to be this one over here. Now I forgot to mention this, but before you actually assemble everything, make sure you have all the switches in the correct spots. So you can have it in like the miles per hour in the US, and if it's F or G series. I believe the top switch, which says 606 or 609, you don't want to move that one. I didn't find any information on their website about what to put for that, so just leave that one how it is. Now on the harness, there's going to be one cable that has a little G on it. I believe that's for the G series. We're not gonna need that at all for what we were doing. What you want to do is grab this part from the harness that came in the box, the BMW F harness, and then you want to slide it in the same way we slid out the stock one. Just make sure you're sliding it in the right way. There's an arrow on here which tells you which way to slide it. So you want to slide it through until it clips in. Once that's slid through, what you want to do is grab this piece from your stock harness, the one that we disconnected from the cluster, and then grab this little box that came in there, and you want to slide this one in as well. Same thing we just did right now, but you're going to do it on this one. Now you want to grab this part from the BMW F harness and plug it in right here. So that's gonna go plugged in right there. Again, we don't have nothing to do with the one that has a G on it. You're just gonna leave that one on the side disconnected. Now that everything is assembled, you can go ahead and get this one and plug it back into the cluster the same exact way we took it off. There you go, just slide it on, and that's pretty much all you have to do with this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and find a good spot to put this piece on, somewhere behind the cluster, or actually I might just put it right here on this part behind the cluster. Just somewhere where it's not in the way. So let me find out where to put it, and then I'll let you guys know. All right, so just giving you guys a quick little overview again of what's going on. I went ahead and taped this little box over here on the side behind the cluster. The G series cable, it's like a cable that has a G on it. I'm pretty sure it's for the G series. We have nothing to do with this unless you have a G series, obviously, then that's going to be for you. This part on the BMW F harness goes connected with this part on the stock harness, and then this part on the BMW F harness goes connected into the cluster. So hopefully that doesn't really sound too confusing. I tried to break it down as much as I can for you guys, But once you actually see everything in person and you look at the stock harness and the Beamer 8 harness, you're gonna pretty much find out exactly how everything goes. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and try to tuck the cables away as I put the cluster back into place. Hopefully this little box doesn't interfere with anything. And yeah, so now let me try to put everything back how it was, and then we'll go ahead and test it out. Alright, so it did feel a little bit tight, but everything did clip into place. Now hopefully I can turn on the car and everything just works. So the actual cluster itself still works perfectly fine. I did disconnect this, so it's asking me for the time and date. So let me go ahead and set everything up real quick, and then hopefully everything works how it's supposed to. Alright, so in order for this to work, you are going to have to code it. I'm using Beamer code to code it. As you guys can see, I already have it set up. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description for the adapter that I use, and then I'll leave a link to the app, Beamer code. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already have it. But yeah, this is the website, Beamer 8, as you guys can see. Pretty much if you have F series, this is everything you have to code in Combi. If you have G series, this is everything you have to code in Combi. Now, if you do scroll down a bit, if you do have heads-up display, you're gonna wanna code these two. So this one is active, this one's not active. So for Combi, you're gonna wanna go to instrument cluster. As you can see on top, it says Combi. You're gonna wanna let this load. Once it loads, you wanna go to expert mode, continue. You wanna scroll down a bit until you find the search bar. And then basically you wanna search for everything that's on here, except for some reason, the first one doesn't come up the same on mine. So if I just search up MPI, it comes up like this, heads-up display, MPI. So yeah, I'm not too sure why, but this one is active. I do have mine active. So just go ahead and code all these how it's supposed to be. And then once you're done, just go back, click code, and then just go through the whole process. Now to code the heads-up display, you wanna go to head unit. And if you guys can see on top, HUMBT, and then same thing, you just wanna go to expert mode and search for these two and code them. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. If you guys do have any questions about it, go ahead and comment below, and I'll go ahead and help as many of you as I can. But yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory, so I'm not gonna go very in-depth with that. So yeah, now we can actually go for a little drive and test it out and see exactly how it works. So yeah, let me go ahead and put my computer away and stuff, and let's just go ahead and see how it looks. One last thing, guys, if you guys are looking through your cluster and you don't find the speed limit thing, you guys can see that mine's on there already, 20 miles per hour. Or if you go to the heads-up display and you don't find the speed limit thing, you just want to go to settings. You want to go to heads-up display, display information, and make sure that speed limit information is enabled. Now if you guys go back to the heads-up display, you can see that it came up right there. Same thing for the cluster one, guys. Just go to the menu, go to settings, go down to instrument cluster, and make sure that speed limit information is enabled, because if not, it will go away. If I scroll through them, there's nothing there. If I go ahead and enable it and then scroll through it again, you guys can see that it popped up right there. So yeah, just make sure it's enabled, that way you guys aren't really confused as to why it's not showing up. Alright guys, so right off the bat, we're leaving my cul-de-sac, and you guys can show it shows 20 miles per hour. With the last one that I purchased, it didn't show any miles per hour here. It just showed like the dashes. Pretty much when it can't recognize what the speed limit is in the area that you're at, it'll just show 3 dashes, dash dash dash. And that's what the other one was showing. Here it didn't show anything at all, it just showed those dashes like I said. So right off the bat, I already like this one way more than the other one. Yeah, let's just drive around a bit and see if it changes depending on the streets we go to. So I believe this one's 40 miles per hour. It still shows 20. I don't expect it to be 100% accurate everywhere, because it is getting the speed limit from the maps. This one doesn't get the speed limit from the camera like the original one does. That would be way more expensive. The other one showed dashes all around here. It only showed the correct speed limit in the main street, which is what we're about to go to after this. I'm not sure if I recorded that or not, but it jumped to 45 right away as soon as I took the corner. So yeah, it was really quick to show the next speed limit, which is really cool because this was accurate. This one's for sure 45. But yeah, it changed immediately as soon as I took the corner. Another thing that I know would help would be updating your maps to the latest version. That way it has the latest information of the streets and all that stuff, which mine should be that. I did update it like 2-3 months ago. I don't think there'll be a new one yet, so I'm pretty sure I'm still on the latest one. I do want to see what it looks like though when I'm going onto the freeway, just to see if it changes while I'm on there. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on the freeway in a bit and then we'll see how it looks after that. Alright, we're about to hop on the freeway, so let's just see if it changes or if anything else comes on. Oh look, it says do not pass, change to 65 miles per hour. Damn, that's actually so sick. Do not pass, 65 miles per hour. It's crazy that the speed limit is 65, but traffic be going at 80 all the time. Pass with care. No way, that is so sick. Dang, I wasn't expecting it to do all that, but that is actually so sick. I love the way the white square looks, because like I said, it just looks more OEM for me because of where I'm at. Maybe if you guys are from like the UK or wherever that other sign is from, that's actually what you guys like. So obviously you guys would prefer that, which you can do either one with this module that I got. You can do either the US version or the other version, as well as miles per hour or kilometers per hour. So yeah, this is like way better than the one I had purchased before, and it's for the same exact price. The only thing is that you have to wait an extra few weeks for it to ship, which the other one came in like a week, and this one was supposed to take 2 months to come in, but it actually came in like 3 weeks. So honestly, for waiting 2-3 weeks, I prefer this one 100%. Even if I had to wait 2 months, this one's way better than the last one. And just for like the quality and what it is, I think it's 100% worth it. And if I were to do this again to a different car, I would definitely go with the same one. Even with the M display, you get to see the speed limit up there, which looks dope in my opinion. Again, do not pass, and it even comes up on top. It says do not pass, and then the speed limit. That's actually so sick, and it's just like the little details that go into these things that just make it so much better for the customer.